Wait, is it day 79? Holy crap, I don't know what day it is. Baby, what day is it? Is it day 79? Is it day 78? Did we do 78 yesterday? Thank you, my love. You're the best. Humphrey. We're going to change your name to Humphrey, bud. No. Sparky? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler, and you've arrived at day 79 of the 100 Days of Zentangle Project 2019. Thank you all so much for everything you have done for me. Thank you for all of your support and comments. You guys mean everything. So I applied to the YouTube Partner Program yesterday, and I am waiting expectantly. I should hear something in the next 30 days from YouTube once they review the channel. Then they sort of work with their ad partners to pair you up with the appropriate things, and we'll see how annoying that gets. All right, maybe I shouldn't say that kind of thing. Might get me trashed by YouTube. All right, we don't want that. We want to keep moving. Our tangle today is called Bask-it, and it is by a CZT named Anna Houston. She lives in British Columbia in Canada. That is a gorgeous area. So let's look at Bask-it. So, hey, before we get started, let's put the glasses on. You know, you guys have been really kind to me in comments. I still haven't gotten a thumbs down recently, and I appreciate that fact. You know, working with the Zentangle community has many perks, and kindness is certainly one of them. So you guys are awesome. Bask-it. This starts with wavy lines, as some of our other recent additions have done. And we're going to make rows of these, and we want them to mirror each other, which is why I knew I was going to have problems with this, because freehand drawing, yeah. So let them be funky though. This pattern is going to work. I think this will be better. This pattern is going to work whether these are perfect or not, but you want to make sure that your thin areas come together and your thick areas are together. They're thin and thick, narrow and wide. How about that? So then you want to add another line or row, and you want to again mirror what's there and see. Here's my problem. All right, and keep doing that as far as you would like. Oh goodness, Cindy. Okay, well, we're going to see if this will work. How about it? Because I like to live dangerously. So turn your tile or your paper, whatever you happen to be using today, and just to be clear, you do not have to use Zentangle tiles. You can use or pretty pins or paper or anything else. You are free to use whatever tools you have, and if that is a ballpoint pen and a postcard, go for it. That's what I want to see. I had to take a break and adjust the light, but let's get back to it. And here is the reason on this pattern that you want to make sure, well, that's better. You want to make sure that your narrow sides are together. And that is because we're going to take the next step, and that is to join these two with some straight parallel lines. Now, in her step out, she uses 4. And 4 usually works, but if you have one that's really long like this, it might take a few more, or it could just need 4. This one actually could probably use another one, but that's because of the way I drew it. But you can see that even though these curved lines are a little wonky, and they don't line up just perfect, and they don't look just perfect, this is still going to work. Which again is one of the beauties of the Zentangle process, is that, and I've said this before, I know, if you trust the pattern, it will usually work for you. I also want to mention that most art has an ugly stage. if your art has an ugly stage, that's okay. Anyway, my point is that the results can be shocking if you will just have faith in your work and finish it. Now, I'm going to add some echo lines here. And I am in a pushing out with my pen placed today. I guess these are not true echo, well, sort of. I don't know. Anyway, you're going to go from one end to the other, and you're going to fan your lines out in this way, okay? And probably not in this way, but you know what I mean. That's technically an aura. An aura, again, is the parallel line that follows an existing line and copies it. Does whatever it does. All right, so this is ish. Okay. Okay, I really don't like that. This first one is much better. This one looks funny, but okay. So I'm going to solve this problem that I'm having right here in this way, whether they're echo or auras or whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sparkle these as I go across. And remember, a sparkle is a break in an existing line that is used to as a highlight, basically. And sparkles can be completely blank. You can put some dots in there. It'll all give you the same effect. So I'm going to try doing this one straight across and then sort of bowing out. You know, that works a lot better. So I think I will probably handle the rest of them. We'll see, there I go. Don't mess with the process, Cindy. If it works, go for it. Okay, so I think I'm going to handle this in this way. But you can see where this pattern is going, and it's going to be fun with shading too, because we're going to shade along right here, along this line, and get some separation between these, and it's going to really look cool and sort of, I don't know. I'm not good with the color commentary today, apparently. Had a lot on my mind today. Things went very well for us this morning. Thank you all so much for your prayers and supporting comments. I can't tell you how many of you guys have messaged me privately to let me know you're thinking about me today, and oh wow, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. So for me, I think I'm going to sparkle these, and I think if I can make myself work from the middle out, maybe not, then I think these will turn out a little better. For some reason today, I'm having trouble keeping my head in the game. So, but you know, even with as messy as this is still going to look okay. Let me be quiet, see if I can finish this up quickly. I'll get it in the pattern. And I changed it up again, didn't I? I don't like starting with the straight line for some reason, but it is more uniform when I approach it that way. So that's what I mean by a sparkle. That is where in my pen's eye anyway, there should be a highlight. So, and there I go with the sides again. Or you could do each side and then work between the middle and the outsides. I don't know. You guys drop me a comment and let me know how you like to handle this. I'd be interested to know, actually. The other thing I wanted to mention is I would actually love on my website to start a page where you guys were able to upload your images if you wish to, of course, and share them with others that are doing the same projects as we are. And I think that would be really cool because I have seen some of there are some on Mosaic that have been doing this on the Zentangle Mosaic app. And if you guys don't do Mosaic for whatever reason, and one of the reasons is because you have to pay, I think in the US it's like $2.99 a month, and that seems an excessive amount for an app where we are basically sharing Zentangle art with each other, right? That said, you can get the Zentangle app for free, of course, and you can look at all of the art that you want to for free. But it does cost $2.99 if you want to post your own art and save, art, make what they call mosaics, where you can save different artists' work in collections for you to use as inspiration. But my own experience with Mosaic is that it's one of the most nurturing, positive communities I have ever been a part of. And sharing art on Mosaic is awesome. It's awesome. I didn't for a long time because I knew that people like Maria Thomas and Rick Roberts and Molly Hollibaugh and Martha Huggins would all be in there looking at my art, and I wasn't very confident about my art at that point. So I felt like, maybe I wasn't good enough. But when I started posting, Maria Thomas was one of the first people to say something nice. And she continued to say nurturing, kind things. But the people that were the most meaningful to me on Mosaic, and still are, although I don't spend nearly as much time there on Mosaic as I would like, are the CZTs and the other Zentangle artists. I cannot describe to you what a difference it makes for a new artist, especially in Zentangle, or maybe not especially, but a new artist who is just starting out in Zentangle, to have the courage to post your art in an app like that, or even online on Instagram. That is why my tagline on my website is "Creativity takes courage." It's because that is the truth. Being courageous with your art means posting it and letting other people enjoy it, or not. And that was one of the hardest things for me when I first started a couple of years back, was having the courage. And that's one reason why I started my blog, because I wanted a place to share my art that was safe for me, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'll stop reminiscing here, but all that to say, this is Bask-it, and that's how I'm going to shade it, basically. You can drop your middle section back with shading on both sides, or you can shade on this side of each one of these, or if that makes sense, like that, and not shade over here. Do what you want. Try different things. Putting graphite right here where they bunch together is good, because that's where the lines come together naturally. And so, I'm getting that graphite shine right there. But anyway, this is how you're going to shade it. Let's get it in the pattern, see how it turns out. I think I'm going to like this one in the pattern. And I like the fact that even though I was creative with it, it still turned out nicely. So I think I'm going to use this square. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do in a few days when I run out of spaces? All right, we're going to find out. It's going to be entertaining, if nothing else. So let's see. Do I want to go? Well, good, Cindy. That did not go as planned. All right, well, we're going to use it anyway. I think I'm going to do my up and down. I'm going to do it this way instead of this way because of this turn. I guess it doesn't matter. It could work either way. But the shorter strokes will be easier for me. Well, you guys can tell I am feeling better, can't you? I have hope today that I did not have yesterday. That doesn't mean I'm going to win what I want, but it does mean there's, whoa. It does mean there's funky lines, and that's okay. As Nurse Nikki over on Nurse Nikki is Learning to Draw likes to say, okay. I love that woman. You should watch her Tasmanian Devil video. She talks about fear in that, and oh my God, I listened to it again yesterday because I was having panic attacks. And I have to say, that lady is so wise. Oh my goodness. You know, her videos are sped up, and they're digital art, and of course, nothing wrong with that. I love digital art. I am amazed by digital art, and I play with it occasionally on my iPad. Actually, I make all my thumbnails using my iPad in an app called Procreate with my Apple Pencil, which is easily the best purchase I have ever made. Well, the iPad is. Probably have to wait another month or two to update it. That's okay too. Don't bump me.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right. Our friend Dakota says don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like I always do.
Like he always does, because he's my biggest fan. That is a smart kid right there. Not because he likes me. Well, of course, that does make him extremely intelligent. So this is turning out a lot easier than I thought, but I haven't done the sparkle lines yet, so we'll see how that rolls. Now, I could get all bent out of shape about my weird pin mark, but I'm guessing that by the time I get all of these lines in there, it'll still bug me. Okay, I'll stop. All right. So now we're just going to put in our lines, and you do not have to sparkle if you are not comfortable with that concept. It can be a little intimidating at first, but it's such a cool effect. I love sparkling the Tangle garlic cloves as one of my very favorite tangles because Annie Oaken uses it, and she's awesome. You guys really should check out Annie's lessons. I have learned so much from that wonderful lady. She is so positive and so encouraging and such an amazing artist and such an amazing teacher. Props for Annie. AnnieOaken.com. I am not getting reimbursed for any of these messages. I do them because I adore her. She is the reason I am a CZT today. And I just was thinking about the difference she's made in my life just by being who she is. And that's amazing. AnnieOaken.com. All right, that was our testimonial for today. You know, I am digging this pattern. Sorry, I just dated myself seriously, but seriously, I'm really liking this pattern. Excuse me. I drew it once before I started recording, and this is actually turning out really well for me. Yay! So now, you guys, if you are struggling with one of these patterns, and I know it isn't easy, and these teeny tiny little spaces you've seen, they intimidate me too. But stick with it. And especially on this, if you have gotten this far on this project, or even if you are doing these in a different way on tiles, what was I saying? I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about this project. So I want you guys, if you have gotten midway through, and even if you have gotten some sections here that you are just horrified with, I want you to promise me that you will finish it. Finish it anyway. All the way through, including the shading and the finishing touches and all of that. I want you to finish it up, because you will be surprised at how good it looks, even with the mistakes or opportunities. You know, the thing I really love about Zentangle is the positivity. I just said that before, didn't I? But even in the method itself, in the Zentangle method, it's all designed to remove stress and fear from the art process. It's specifically designed intentionally that way. And each and every part of this method is so carefully thought out and so lovingly prepared and cared for. And the way they care for this method, the Zentangle method, and the reason that they have so many devoted followers, I believe, is because they truly do it from their hearts, and they truly do it because they want to help people. And yes, they make money, and I hope they make a good living, because this has become a worldwide phenomenon. Now, see my stray pin mark? I'll find it. It's in here. But I can't right now, so that works out for me. Yeah, there it is. See? But if that doesn't illustrate my point, I don't know what does. This is beautiful. I love this pattern. I love so many of these patterns we've been doing. Liz Drake rocks. For those who don't know, Liz Drake is the admin at the Zentangle Inspired Art, the Zia group. That is a group that was started by Joe Flaherty. If y'all know Joe's work, oh my God. These ladies, Liz and Joe and so many of the people in that group are so incredibly talented. You guys, if you're on Facebook and you're a Zentangle follower, and especially if you enjoy doing things like adding color and different things to your Zentangle process, then that is a great group to be a member of. I am not nearly as involved as I would like to be. My schedule has been ridiculous lately, but I can't say enough about those ladies. They run a tight ship there. Liz is an amazing person. I've also done an artist focus article on my blog on her. She's, wow, talk about wise. That lady is something. She is something. I have been so blessed since I got into Zentangle, because the people that I have met and who have touched my life have been so in the hundreds. In the hundreds, you guys. What other community has that? Well, don't answer that. I already know. But none of them are as nice or as positive. So anyway, there are lots of groups on Facebook that are Zentangle groups, and they have groups for every preference. If you prefer your Zentangle black and white and standard and traditional, they have groups for that. They have groups for Zentangle inspired art, the Zias. They have groups for different countries. They have groups, and it doesn't matter if you're in that country, you can still be a member. It's all about sharing art, sharing the Zentangle process, and sharing encouragement with each other. And that is a real gift that does not cost anything. So, I don't know that I necessarily needed to shade, but this is awesome. I love how it turned out. And even though some of my little blurbs there are misshapen, I still think it looks great. And some of you who are so precise and exact with your lines are going to do a really precise, exact job with this. But those of you who prefer your tangles a little bit more wild and crazy and organic, this is for us too. Ah, God, I love this. I just love it. Thank you guys for being here for day 79. I'm going to be here for day 80. Are you? Catch up on your videos if you've missed any. I will see you guys in comments and keep coming back.